My channel. Close. Twitch. If I want to make sure everything's working. It seems to be working nicely. I'm going to quickly get off the main menu because this is copyrightable. There we go. Let's just load this into here. Okay, that'll do it. And with this. Oh, the music's very nice actually. Let me get my chat all open and working. Like this. And I'm going to open up this. Activate. This. While that's done, we'll change the correct position. Jojo Boo. Hey, welcome. Welcome to stream. Very spooky. How are you doing? Make one that. Clickable. There we go. Good. Hey, good. That is very good. Nice. Okay. And with that, everything on my side is all set up. We'll start in a second. There you go. That's done. This is done. That's done. This happened. Yep. Cool. And we're going to continue where we left off yesterday. We just rescued Sayori from the kidnappers. We still don't know much about the kidnappers, which is it's a bit or why they kidnapped her. We also saved Monica, who was about to get oofed because they wanted no witnesses. We got beaten quite severely, but we're alright, so we're making our way back. The car ride to Monica's house was quiet and surreal, mainly because both Monica and Sayori were sleeping the entire way. I even caught myself dozing off a few times throughout the ride. The exhaustion that is overcoming me is almost too much to really bear at this moment. The stress of nearly losing Sayori is much harder on my body than the actual physical pain and work was. Speaking of which, stress actually has a way of fatiguing people more than an extreme workout. Interesting. I need to get my jumper on, I'm cold. Very old. Oh my. An organized and only. Hello. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I needed to warm up. And boy, do I know that. Every so often I feel Sayori's grasp on my hand tightens slightly as she fades through levels of consciousness. It's actually kind of heartwarming. This poor girl has been through so much tonight, she didn't deserve any of it. After we stop Monica's place, Monica wakes up and gives everyone a quick goodbye. We watch until about a minute after she enters the house just to make sure she's okay afterwards. When we pull her up away from the driveway, Jura looks back at Sayori gasping my hand tightly while she sounds asleep. She smiles and turns her head back towards the road. I know, I never really tell you this, Julia, but thank you for everything earlier. Don't mention a kid. She hasn't called me that in years. Whenever she did, she was usually in an emotional mood or a state. Or as Ashley would joke around with, she's on. But it's pretty evident that that is not the case here. She was probably just as emotionally strained tonight as I was. Eventually we pull up to Sayori's driveway and I gently wake Sayori up. Both she and Julie exit the car and enter her house to gather her some clean clothes. After they return, Julie drops us both off at my house. Sayori seems to be too tired to even walk, so I try my best to help her up the stairs and into my bed. Placing the blanket over, I start to walk out the room. Sayori calls up my name, stopping me in my tracks. Echo? Yeah, what is it, Sayori? Is it too much Is it too much to ask if you could sleep with me tonight? I kind of don't want to be alone. Sure. Give me a second to turn off the lights downstairs. Okay. As I'm going downstairs, turning off the lights, making sure every window and door is locked, and doing a final checks, I return to the room. Zoe's waddled up in the blanket waiting for me. Gingerly slide next to her, and immediately she puts her arms around me and starts to cuddle. Eh? You're so warm. Weirdo. I put arm around her and let her nuzzle into my chest. At almost a good minute I hear gentle coos coming from her. Oh, she must have been really tired to fall asleep that fast. Oh, really comfortable. And to be honest, it's actually something I enjoy right now. Here it's always warm, she smells good despite all that happened earlier, and well, she's important. Never really been able to experience much of anything like this. I better take advice, have a good advantage of this opportunity and finally relax. With all that happened today, I know I need a rest, and so does she. And I can finally do that. Oh, I was waiting for... What's that noise? Oh, my eyes are closed, but my ears are very much open. I swear I heard something. Shifting in bed and realized Rory's not here. What? I didn't leave. Shifting, sitting up in my bed, I look around the room. Bedroom doors open, but Rory isn't anywhere to be seen. I silently get off my bed and move towards the door. Dark house remains completely silent and still, which gives me an eerie feeling that tingles up my back. Walking the hall and leave my room, I look around listening for any noise or movements. Bathroom door open and my head snaps to it. As I walks out of it, giving me a sudden startle. Echo, you awake? Yeah, I heard a noise. Oh, that was me. I was using the bathroom. I see. I let my guard down for a moment and turned to my bedroom, sitting down on the bed. And so I follows and sits down next to me, looking into my eyes with her sapphires that almost seem to glow in the dark. You okay? Yeah, just still recovering from everything. A sudden ache in my shoulder burns at me as I attempt to rub it and calm it. Yeah, I guess I'm a little on edge too. It's just all so scary. But then I remember that I have you to protect me. You're lucky I care for you. I reach over with my good arm and gently pat her on the back. She giggles silently, then wraps her arms around me. Thank you again, my hero. Don't mention it. We look close and she does. She rests her hand on my shoulder, still hugging me. We both sit down, silently embracing each other until she yawns loudly. Then I scooch over to the wall while sitting on the bed to make ourselves more comfortable. Continues to rest her head on my shoulder until she falls asleep. Kinda cute actually. A bit slightly annoying since I am not a bed for people to rest on, but I'll make an exception for her. It's kind of nice. Gives her a few minutes to fall into a good depth of rest before I lie her down onto the bed. Her face squints for a second, but then eases back into a neutral face of someone in a peaceful rest. Lucky girl. I don't think I could fall asleep that easily after all that happened. My voice and I look around the room and take a time to reflect on everything for yet another time tonight. Maybe battle hardened, but that does not mean in any way I'm immune to stress. And normally I wouldn't be as affected if I wasn't involved, so the sudden shock of everything welling up on me gives me an odd feeling. My mind runs through several possible scenarios and hypotheticals of what could have happened tonight. Each one plays with a lot of detail and either raises or lowers my overall anxiety. The only rescue I have from all hell I'm experiencing right now is Zoe shuffles in the bed and rolls onto her side. It rips me from my inner depth of my conscious and brings me back to reality. None of what my mind was envisioning ever happened, thank goodness. I might as well get some sleep, I'm too exhausted to keep this up. Slowly get in the blanket, so I lie my head down on my pillow and close my eyes. 10th of the 6th. Why is there no location? Oh, come on. Open the doors of the club, I walk into a familiar and warm atmosphere that I haven't visited for a while. Echo, welcome back. Monica walks over and greets me, smiling. Yo, Monica. How are you feeling? I'm great. I'm also really glad you decided to come in today. Yep, it's been overdue for a couple of days now. I've been busy after school lately, so I haven't really had time to come in. I understand. Well, we are going to be starting soon here, so find a seat and get comfortable. Alright. Margaret turns and walks towards her desk. As she walks, both Yuri and Natsuki appear from behind her. Look who is finally back. Took you long enough? Yeah, it's not like I was busy rescuing your friend and making sure the rest of you are safe or anything. Well, it's good to have you back and her back. Not that that means I missed you two or something. It's good to have you and Sorry back, Echo. I believe all of us miss you dearly, especially after everything that has happened. I guess it would be a lie if I said I didn't miss being here either. I know Sorry missed you all extremely. I look past both the girls and watch Sorry help Monica with the same something at her desk. She looks at me from across the room and waves. Thank you for doing all this for Sorry. I know you got hurt doing it, but again, thank you. You blushes and look away. Yep, I heard you got really hurt. Are you okay? Not that I care or anything, it's just She stamps her words for a second before raising my hand up to stop. I'm gonna be okay. It's only been 3 days since that night, but I'm recovering quickly. That's good. She looks off to the side, buoyed for a moment, even though her attitude I can tell. She shows general concern about my health and well-being since the incident. I smirk and move my hand around to prove I still have mobility. I also heard you confronted some of the people who were bullying Sorry at school the other day. That is correct. That's very noble of you. You clasp her hands together and holds them to her chest as if she's picturing herself in Sorry's shoes. Siri attempts to intrigue and pop her head up for a sec before looking away. But I've been very happy since she came back, and normally when you weren't around she would be... Natsuki, how would you describe it? Well, she's always bright when you're around, but before you actually started coming to school here, her brightness was dim. Natsuki makes quotes with her finger. They're both referring to Sorry's depression, which has been hitting her hard until recently until her kidnapping. I expected depression to be worse than as a result of everything, because a normal person who suffers from depression would amplify the emotions they feel, twisting their mind to make them think they were a cause of what happened in general, thus making their depression worse. I haven't seen Sorry like that at all lately. In fact, she has been especially bubbly and joyous. I don't know whether to be worried or happy. Better to stay observant just in case. Yeah, I guess she is a lot happier, which I would prefer to the alternative, don't you think? Both of them nod in agreement. Monica calls out to Yuri as she turns and shuffles away, leaving me and Natsuki in front of the room. He looks at me hesitantly before finally speaking and breaking the somewhat awkward silence. Yes, I'm gonna make this quick, because I don't want you thinking I'm being too mushy or anything. But thank you for protecting my friends and getting her back to us safe and sound. You're a good friend, and you're also a good boyfriend to her. I'm sorry for saying that you weren't. Natsuki looks away from me and seems hurt by her own words. Puts her hand on her shoulder and turns to face it, looking into her eyes. I understand that time you were upset. It's natural for someone to throw blame around when something like this happens, even when they don't want to, or don't realize that they are. Accept your apology. In other words, she closes her eyes and gives me a hug. Huh? What on earth are you doing? She squeezes me for a bit and then releases. Don't get any weird ideas. I just wanted to say you were a good friend, and I guess a hug was a good way of expressing that. I see. Pat on her head gently as she recoils. Don't mess up my hair. It was already messed up before I pat you. I chuckled devilishly to myself as she gently hits me on my good arm. It's good to have you back, dummy. Smiles and walks back to her desk. Sorry walks over and walks up to me. Hi, Echo. Yo, how are you doing? I'm doing fantastic today. I'm so glad you're back in the club. I never left. I just had to take care of stuff for the last few days. Did everything go well? Yep. Now I have to spend time here at the club. Take my hand and begin to ruffle her hair with it. And with you. Stop. Flushing face helped relieve the unease I have feeling today. It's only been 3 days since I arrived at the forest to save her. She's returned to staying at her house. I'm still at mine. But lately I haven't been at the club since Julia and I have been in regular meetups to discuss additional information. So far nothing really important has been uncovered, but it looks as if a majority of the people who are involved are now in custody. And as a result of that, I haven't seen Strawberry much these last few days outside of class. So I guess seeing her and being able to spend time with her is a good thing. So you happy to be back? Of course, why wouldn't I be? Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I'm only glad to be back here at the Literature Club. What's that? Word does go around the school, so now people know I had a hand in bringing the story back. To what extent it's still a mystery to me. Which gives me notoriety I don't really desire. Some other guys in my English class kept asking me questions about it. I didn't offer much response to them. It slightly annoys me that some people want to get into my business like it's their own, but I guess it's just easy to ignore them or blindside them with something different. After a day or so, everything will calm down. So he grabs my arm and pulls me towards the others. Come on, let's start the club so we can all have fun. Let's smile and get into their seats. The club went normal. We all talked about different kinds of literature and poems and joked about Sori misunderstanding a word. Yuri and Asuki tried their best to get Sori and I to talk about the cool things I did to save her. But thankfully, Sori understands that it's best we both stay quiet about what happened. She kept her normal bubbly face on and said something really corny like, "He's my hero." Which the others would all aw and look at me directly. Not going to lie, I felt a little weird to be put in that position, and I hope that it's the last time they look at me and do that. After each of us, we'd approach each other and take a slip of paper out of my pocket and place it onto the desk in front of me. Each of them looked at me in bewilderment as if I just pulled a bar of gold out of my pocket. "You wrote a poem?" "Of course I did. You did say we were going to read poems today, right?" "Yeah, but because of what happened, I didn't really expect you to bring one in." "Surprise! I can't wait to read it." It's been a while since I've read one of your poems. I'm interested. But it can't be better than mine, says he. Where this road has brought me. The road ahead of me was paved with dirt and gravel. Measuring through the bumps and gaps were my daily tributes. But something changed along the way, and the dirt turned to grass, the rocks turned to flowers. I attempted to deny this false pretense my mind beheld, but for some reason I didn't question it. I kept going. Clouds overhead dispersed, and the sun shone down on me once more. It feels as if it was forever since I saw it, but the road ahead has a stop in it. As I approached it, I saw her, the true embodiment of everything I was missing as a person. The closer I got, the more scared I became, but the better I felt. She sat down in a patch of grass, smiling at the world. Then she saw me and I saw her, and it all changed. Instead of turning away and scoffing at my past, she took my hand into hers and made the road ahead a road worth travelling. She's by my side now, walking the same road. How things ended up this way, I'll never know. But one thing I do know is where this road has brought me. Each of them looks stunned except for Sori. She looks off to the side trying to hide her face, which is red as a cherry right now. Amazing! You did a very good job with the language echo. Wow! Thank you. Faye shoots her chair closer to me and wraps her arm around me. Ah, well, you're welcome. I'm glad you liked it. Hold the paper up and hand it to Rory, who takes it and holds it against her chest. I like it so much. It's an echo poem about me. Okay, everyone. I think it's going to be a good place to leave it for today. Asuki and you turn away to start packing up the things. Monica looks at me and gives me a sneaky wink then looks at Rory. She looks back at me and I can already predict what she's going to say. Echo, can we? Yes, we're going to walk home together. Yay. Monica gets up and starts to pack her stuff as well. So everybody seems to have gotten ready to leave. Why is this music playing? This music gives me very bittersweet vibes. I grab my backpack and sling one of the straps over my good shoulder and start to head towards the door. As she and I leave the room, she grasps my hand with hers and stays close. We both meet at our old spot and split up. Hey Echo? Gonna hang out later? I don't see why not. I've got to get something for Julia and then I'll head over. Okay. Beams and gives me a hug. Before I can even retaliate, she lets go and trots off towards her house. I watch as she goes and then walks to me. And walk to my house. Toss my backpack into the couch and grab a small malinva envelope that was placed neatly on a small coffee table in the middle of my living table. I see Echo with a familiar neat handwriting from a Pacific brunette I know. I take a seat on the couch and open the envelope and examine the contents. Inside are several files and documents about the people who were detained and killed the night I brought Story back. Initially there isn't anything too useful, but you can never really just tell if something is useful at first glance. It actually taught me to look for outliners such as age, race, occupation, or finances. The age of people involved are scattered across the board, so there's little I can gather from that other than the operating group does not discriminate against age. They'll take whoever wants in their ranks. Races too are also mixed, which is odd since a lot of crime syndicates are predominantly Hispanic or African American. This group once again will take anyone into their ranks, which doesn't really seem to strike me as an organized crime sort of deal. Occupations don't tell me anything useful at all, and neither do the finances. So our overall conclusion is that these people were hired to do the things they did, but by who we don't know, and the police intelligence don't tell us anything useful either. Scrolling to myself, I put the documents back into the envelope and slide it into my couch seats as a temporary stash. I own things as a mess from Story. Hey, I'm going to take a shower and clean up a bit before you come over, so if I take a while. Me one of her usual emoji cons, and I just offer an acknowledgement and put my phone back in my pocket. Leaning on the couch, I wait for Joe to give me a call so we can discuss a few things. And it isn't long before she arrives at my door and invites herself in. I return the envelope to her and we conclude that until one of the people in Cuzzy brags about their boss, nothing else provided is going to be useful. When the irritated sigh, I accept it and follow Joe outside. When outside, Joe and I continue to talk in her car for longer than I really expected or wanted us to. She gave me the normal runabout that no one should know of how much involvement I had in the situation, and if possible deny any involvement completely. It's customary for agents of the company to not exist when things like this happen, which I am more in tune with since I am quickly able to work in the shadows and disappear just as quickly as I appeared. When we finish our talk, the sun has started to go down and the night creeps up. Closing the door behind me, I grab a quick glass of water and down it from the faucet. I heard him sorry since you messed me earlier. A small twinge of uncertainty started to envelop me and makes me feel like I should go and check on her. I mean, I'm done with Judah anyway, but in the glass away in the cupboard, I exit the front door and start walking to her house. Walk into her house, all of her lights downstairs are off. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like this. This is bringing me bad vibe. I have a really bad feeling about this. I have a really bad feeling about this. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't like this. This is making me very uncomfortable. It takes a second for my eyes to adjust, but something just feels off. To be safe, I decide not to call out for her and just go to her room. Quietly skulking up the stairs, I finally reach Troy's bedroom, the door's closed and the light is on. I'm gonna do safety Troy really quick. This is for safety purposes. Boo again. Ooh. Quickly to go upstairs, I finally reach Troy's bedroom. The door is closed and the light is on. I press my index finger in the middle against the top of the knob. It's cold, so no one has touched it recently. Troy said she's going to take a shower earlier, so I turn and head to her bathroom. Inside I notice there's some humidity lurking in there and a damp towel, but no story. So she's in her room. That's odd, she isn't making any movement or noise at all. I return to her door and swallow the saliva I have in my mouth and gently open the door. Okay, it's not too bad. Mate, that's Carbon. What on earth? The sight before me freezes me in my tracks. Carbon is holding Troy against his chest with an arm wrapped around her waist and the other pointing again at her head. My blood instantly turns cold as he looks into my eyes. Finally! Man, what took you so long to come check up on your... Sorry, what is he to you now? Joey sobs, helplessly trying to pry his arms away from her. Oh, come on, sweetheart. You can say it. Get your hands off her, Kagan. Keep my voice calm. I try to rationalize the situation, assess what exactly is going on and how to counter it. Kagan appears disheveled, like he was under a lot of stress and finally snapped. What on earth happening? I don't know. But his eyes look calm and cold, as if it was planned. He has a couple of scratches on his arm, no doubt from Sroy trying to get out of his chokehold. He holds what looks to be a Chanel 9mm handgun, his finger already on the trigger and ready to fire. No, I don't think I will. You don't control what happens anymore. I do. Kagan, if you hurt, I swear, I'll make you suffer a fate worse than death. At this point, what are you gonna do? I have the gun, and I will do what I want with it. After response and slowly paces to the left of the room. Kagan shifts him and Troy so they are constantly facing me head on. I can't get an angle on either of them. Won't you stay against the wall right there? He nods to the wall and Troy has kinda post on it. If you could do anything you want with it, then shoot. Yeah, I don't think it would do that though. I slowly comply and get close to the wall. Troy makes eye contact with me, tears stream down her panicked face. Immense anger to overtake me, I try my best to remain calm and collected. The gun that he holds doesn't look like it's a modified trigger system, so if I can figure out what the handgun is, I can determine the pressure needed to discharge the round. I can't risk doing anything if it means Troy gets hurt. Man, what do I do? I raise both my hands outwards and my wrist to show I do not have anything in my hands. I was trained to do this to show that I am not as much of a threat to the aggressor as he is to me. It also makes them feel like they're in more of control of the situation. Why are you here, Kagan? What does it look like? It looks like you're setting yourself up for failure here. Failure? Failure? I've already won, Echo. Won what exactly? Ever since you came here, you have ruined everything I have planned. Planned? So you mean... Everything was planned to circumvent you. Who is this guy? A guy who has a crush on Saori. When we first moved in, we found him peeping and watching Soi through her window while she was getting dressed, so we beat him up. Then yesterday, at the end of the last week in game, Soi was kidnapped, so we went and rescued them from attack from some armed people. And now we came over to hang out with Srory, and this douche is here with a gun to her. It was planned to circumvent you. If you had not shown up that night, I looked through Srory's bedroom window, none of this would have happened. You got involved in something you really shouldn't have. You are the reason all of this happened. Someone like you really shouldn't be around girls like Srory. She's sweet, caring, and trusting. You have the eyes of a killer, demeanor of a man who knows only to harm and not to heal. You were better off a loner in school, minding to yourself, and remaining the weirdo that we all initially thought you were. Do you mean to say that because I stopped your perverted peep session, you caused everything to happen? For lack of better terms, yes. So the kidnapping was planned by you? Kind of, yeah. People do almost anything you promise them what they want. Did you purposely hurt the girl you desired? Sometimes you have to do what is necessary to justify your means. You're a smart guy, you understand this, eh? I don't see how hurting an innocent girl can, when your problems are with me, would justify the accolades you have committed. You pay for the bully so you can stand up against them to protect her. Guilty as charged, but that is nothing compared to what you have done, Echo. In the last 24 hours, how many people have you killed? Oh yes, I know. I was one organising all of this, silly. Surprise! You son of a person. Oh, getting at me now, eh? How could you put Soi through all of this? You've caused too much trouble for me to let this go. People at school talk about how much of a hero you are, but how you saved Soi from hell and how you were her angel. Man, that should have been me. Let me guess, you planned to save Soi from kidnappers, just like you originally planned with the bullies? Now you're catching on. It's easy to win a girl's heart if you save her so historically. And it was going swimmingly until you showed up and ruined it all. Sorry to rain on your parade here, Kagan. Shut up. I don't want to hear your smart mouth right now. Please, Kagan. Shut up, sorry. I'm a little busy dealing with a cockroach that's been bothering me. He presses the barrel of the gun to his temple and my stress immediately skyrockets. So you decided that after I ruined all of your plans, you were just gonna pull a stunt like this? What exactly do you think someone as genius as this will accomplish in the end? Get on your knees and beg me to keep Tori alive. Oh please, Mr. Gunman, please don't hurt my girlfriend. I make a mock into my voice and do a slight jazz hands, add insult to injury. Do you think I'm joking? At this point, I just want you dead. With you gone, my life would be so much easier. The same could be said about you. But I bow to no man, especially when my girlfriend held hostage. This isn't a request. This is a demand. He presses the barrel against Tori's head. Man, I thought you would lose confidence a bit. I need to decide what to do fast. I think we can play with his demands, but I have my handgun which is holstered in the small of my back around my waist. I could go for it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I have a choice? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I don't know what to do. Okay. If we comply, I imagine it's just going to get us killed. Because he wants us dead. Grab the handgun. Take the gun. I think that's the best decision. I said I'm going to need my weapon. Hagen, do you really think this is smart? I mean, you were on the right track when you asked me earlier. How many of your men were in the forest? How many fought the same thing as you did when they faced me? And how many of them died by my hands? All because they hurt Sorori? Well, guess what position you are in now, Kagan? The same as them. Do you think I'm scared of you? I'm the one with the gun. I am the one that controls how long your girlfriend survives. Kick him. That's what Sorori should do. I'd shoot him there instead. If she dies, what do you think is going to stop me from slaughtering you? Maybe nothing. But then your precious Shroy would be gone for good. Hagen starts to go on a tangent, which gives me time to think. Taking a closer look at Shroy's handgun, I can accurately determine that it's a Glock 19. They are commonly used for police officers and have standard triggers, weight of 6 pins, so it doesn't take that much pressure to discharge the firearm. Like Hagen's finger is already resting on the trigger, but how much pressure he has put on it is still a mystery. If I manage to hit him in a T-box, then I can bring him down instantly without worrying about his body spasming enough to pull the trigger. T-box is a small area that bridges between someone's eyes and their little down their nose. If we land a bullet in this hypothetical box, it will destroy the center of the brain and calm the central nervous system, causing instant death without the fear of paralytic spasms. But the problem is, if you miss, your aggressor can survive a gunshot to the head and have enough energy or time to turn a fire. The actual area where I'm going to be aiming for is extremely difficult. Not even British special air service operators, who are some of the best marksmen in the world, would risk such a shot. But they aren't me. I need to plan this accordingly. If I can get him to draw his weapon at me, I can go for it without a worry for Sorori. But the realistic chance of happening is slim to none. I need to antagonize him a bit more. What on earth am I witnessing? Kagan has taken our Sorori hostage, so we're here to rescue her. Kagan, you can mess with me. You can hate me. You can try to kill me. But if you involve her, I will show you no mercy. You will face the true extent of what I am. His face seems to hesitate for a moment, but then stiffens back up and directs his eyes to me. I know what you are. You're nothing more than a dog. Wow, you're ready to go to war. Also, I told you I was going to be bad. Yeah. Just try not to get caught. We wouldn't want you getting in trouble. A dog that's going to be put down very soon. Well, let me tell you something. This dog has been wearing a wire. What? And everything you have been saying has been recorded and listened to by the police. Any minute now they'll be here to this location and you will not escape. Even if I die, you will not escape this. You son of a man. I look out the window behind him and stare directly into his eyes. There's fear in them. I have him now. Looks like they have already arrived. Kang shifts and focus look behind him out the window, slightly pulling the barrel of his gun away from Story. Reach small my back and retrieve my own gun and raise it. As he turns his head, I fire at my destination. Tori wasn't one who recorded. The bullet strikes the side of his head as he recoils, causing it to tear through his ear. A reflex, he points a gun at me. One of the rounds as current fires misses my neck and barely strikes the wall behind me. But the other one goes right from our left shoulder. My goodness, dude! You keep getting shot in your shoulder, your poor shoulders! The force of the bullet ripping from my arm throws me off balance. I keep my focus on Cargan and fire. He ducks just at the right moment, so my round barely misses. I run up both Cargan and Story and slam the butt of my gun against his head, causing him to scream and release Story. To a free hand, I ignore the pain from his shoulder and I throw Story to the ground away from Cargan. With my hand around his right, I keep his gun from tagging any part of my body. He grabs my right hand with his left, trying to do the same thing. I shut up for a moment, Story screams on the ground. 2 hands pass through my stomach, sending me into immediate shock and nausea. Man, junk, I'm hit again. I need to get his gun away from him, and there's only one way I can do that. But my teacher looked over and almost had a panic attack, heart attack. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oof. Careful. There's only one way I can do that. I pull my arm in, giving Cargan control of his gun again. I extend my right arm as far as I can and bring my head down to his collarbone. Don't mess with a dog if you don't want to get bit. Bring down my teeth against his collarbone and bite as hard as I can. All hesitation I once had fades away and the adrenaline takes over from the severe wounds inflicted upon me. Taking a lot of bullets, yeah we are. It's kind of concerning. The skin tears my teeth. Oh, I make physical contact with bone, but I continue to apply pressure. Ah, what on earth? Feeling fumble on his gun and shove my knee against his armpit. He grunts out of the corner of my eye. I see the clock still in his hand. I can feel a hypothetical laser of it against my temple and slam left hand down onto it. Another round flies from my left thigh. If I was a little slower, he would have shot me in the head and I would be all over. I start to feel the flow of blood trickle down my throat. This isn't good. No matter what happens here, Cargan, I'm going to take you to hell. Using as much energy as I can, I bite down hard enough to feel a crunch. Ugh, angling my indicators, I pull my head up and chunk of fat and a large fractured segment of his collarbone. Yeah, what on earth are you? He drops his gun at the side and starts to panic, letting it good chunk fall out my mouth onto the floor. I look him directly in the eyes. Your eyes? There's no way. Some falling against his, which caused both of us to stumble to the ground. I managed to get on top of him before slamming the butt of my handgun against him. He swings back, striking me in the arm a few times and in the face. I don't feel the blows. I throw my handgun across the room and wrap my hands around his throat. Ugh. Get off me, you freak. His face has turned blue as I squeeze tighter and tighter. The squeeze as he makes his last breath exits his lungs only agitate me further. You're a professional, I think we are a secret agent. It sucks now since you'll stream during my school days. Ah, yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, I can't really stream any of the time, really. Yeah. No, I don't think we're rushing. But all my VODs are posted. All my VODs are posted on my channel. I'm also editing down all the doki stuff as well, so you can always look there. I'm free on weekends. Well, I'm always streaming on weekends. I always stream weekends, so you can always catch you then. You hurt Sorry. You ruined the only peace that I wanted, and you threatened me like you owned me. You don't own me, Cargan. It's funny how you said I was a dog earlier. Japanese spy? I think so. But you're the one pleading with me as you die like a dog. It's a dog-eating dog world, Cargan, and only the strongest survive. His grip on his arm weakens considerably as he turns his head Sorry. The blood's popping up my stomach, mouth, thigh, and arm are starting to make me feel dizzy. Tear rolls out from his eyes, he stops moving completely. His arm falls limp and down to the ground. Releasing the grip in the cord, I let myself calm down. Sorry sits up and continues to cry in her hands. I raise myself off the floor and feel extreme dizziness overcome me. I can't stand up. I don't have the strength to. Rolling myself off him and towards the middle of the room, I turn my head slowly. Echo? She crawls over and places her head on my lap. The adrenaline starts to wear off and my wounds begin to sting. Oh man and dear, do they sting. Roy dials down the phone and holds it to her ear. After a few minutes, Roy ends the call and gently rubs my hair with her hand. Echo, they will be okay, the paramedics are coming to help. Sorry? Yeah. And my good arm up to her chest, I grasp her hand and entwine our fingers. You're a strong girl. Huh? I want you to stay a strong girl. Getting hard to breathe. Blood to my throat and mouth does make it hard to breathe and swallow, but it's not enough to anticipate me. But internal bleeding and severe organ damage are evident. Should I love it? Yeah. I will be strong, girl. I need you to stay with me. You can't leave me. I'll be okay. It doesn't hurt anymore. Doesn't? No, so don't worry. Echo, there's something I want to tell you. What is it? Thank you for putting up with me. All of this time, I haven't been the most normal person around you, but this is because you made me really happy and I know I could rely on you. And when you joined the club, I had a reason to get out of bed in the morning. I love you, Echo. So sorry. I'm the one who should be thanking you. You've helped me realize that I don't need to be alone. You introduced me to your friends and they became mine. I had a reason to stay involved. So I like you too. The pain finally begins to go numb completely. Looking so as I once last time. Strange. I can't feel anything but a tear roll down my cheek. No! Echo. Echo. No! Mom? I know. I just need a minute to process. I understand. Are you sure that? Yes, he's pronounced dead. Oh, we died. He's pronounced dead at the scene. I rest my rest my face in my hands and fight the stinging in my eyes. Marky, my assistant, walks over to my side and places a hand on my shoulder. The sudden news of Echo's death hits me harder than anything I've ever experienced. The emotions I'm feeling, I don't even know how to express them in words. Yeah, although we went out in a blaze of glory, it takes everything I have just to keep those tears down. Ma'am, Marky, you may take the rest of the day off. I need to go somewhere. Are you sure, ma'am? Yes. Choking on my words, I stand up next to my office. Walking throughout the extremely painful hallway, I reach the window where I watched Echo's final examination take process. Archie and I stood right here until it was completely over. And looking back on it, I'm the only one now left. Force myself to ignore and swallow my emotions till I get to the car. Maintaining my emotional resolve, I drive to another familiar place. From my kind of small dirt lot, I walk out and head into a secluded part of the lake. Each step on the wooden deck makes it harder and harder to keep my composure. When I reach that part of the railing, I lose it. I can't hold back my emotion anymore, I can't hold back the tears anymore, I can't hold my regret anymore. Pain and loss of losing one of the only people I had left weighs too much for me. First, Ashley and Echo, the two people who had made my life bearable and the reasons I would put up with everything every day. Especially him. Me and him always had our moments of arguments, but it's just our thing. We would push each other around and always had some sort of laugh afterwards. He became a boy that I generally enjoyed being around. I don't like to be around many people. Watched him grow up, I developed him into the man he became. But what he became got him killed. I couldn't protect him like I promised Ashley. Slammed my fist against the railing over and over, my emotions forced themselves out. All the worry I hid from Echo made it seem like I didn't care about him. I felt I was annoying him whenever I did show worry, so I did my best to restrict that so I didn't do anything I regretted. But it turns out that was my biggest regret of all. So there's a lot more, there's a lot more new characters. This is basically our guardian. She was the one, well, the person who looked after us passed away. I know she was the one looking after us, and now, well, yeah. You were always like my nephew, and I wanted to give you anything you wanted, including a normal life you desired. I'm sorry it ended this way. I'm so sorry. Hey girls. Hey Monica. Hi. No sorry again, huh? No. She hasn't been to school since it happened. Yep, I talked to her yesterday morning. She didn't sound too good. Offered to come over and keep her company, but she refused. I'd imagine how she possibly feels about this. We all lost something special to us, but to her, she was probably more important than anything else. And he died saving her. I'm gonna miss how he always finds a way to surprise us. Even in wars, the simplest things. He was there for all of us. It's gonna take some time to get used to it, just the four of us. Mean free. After the appropriate time to grieve, I think it's important we all let Story know that we are here for her. She's our friend after all. We'll do whatever is necessary to help her get through this. I agree. Losing someone you care for very deeply is not an easy thing to overcome. Oh no. But Story's depression. She isn't gonna be around for much longer. As he looks outside, avoiding eye contact with the other girls. As Yuri pats Natsuki gently on the shoulders, but shrugs her hand off a second later. Nonetheless, I think we should take some time to write some poems about this. I think it'd be a good way for us all to help our emotions get into a healthy manner. That seems like a good idea, but do we have to show them to each other? Yeah, I don't want anyone else to know how I... Trails off her sentence. After a while, she regains her composure and stiffens her face. Huh? Sorry? Stands at the door, the cloud tears falling down her cheeks from her reddened eyes. But Monica... Where's Monica wraps her arm around her? Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. By the despair and sadness bring tears to each of the other three. Monica wraps her arms around Soy and gently rubs her back. I liked him. I know you did, Rory. I know you did. The world, it was so much brighter with him around. We talked about going places together. We talked about watching the rain together and spending our lives together. And now, he stares down towards the floor. Monica dropping to her knees with her. In Rory's hand, Monica noticed her clutching a piece of paper. Top of the paper reads, "Where this road has brought me." And seeing that, Monica can't bear to hold back tears anymore either. Both of them sit on the floor crying together. The others both hug Soy and Monica. Soy looks out of the club room into the rain. All she can see are more rain clouds. But that's it. My goodness. Ooh. Okay. So that was the ending if we grabbed the handgun. I thought that would be the way out. So yeah. Ooh. One second, I'm gonna have to BRB real quick. And then we're gonna comply with his demands. Although I don't suspect it's gonna go any better than the last one. I really don't. gonna have to get this better ending by complying with him. You could obviously going against him and pulling a gun. Although we do save her, it ends in our death, which is very tragic. Okay, I have returned, and now we will see what will happen. I wish I could just. I wish there was an option where you could just slap him instead. Yeah, that would be a good option. Okay, we will comply with him this time. Comply. I said lower myself to my knees and keep my hands raised. Bargain, you have no reason to bring her into this. Let her go. You and I can handle this man to man. Tempting, but no. But do as I tell you, beg for Sori's life. Sori makes eye contact with me, tears still dripping down her cheek. Also, Ayo. She shakes her head and looks away. Bargain, please let Sori go. She is innocent in all of this and she doesn't deserve to be put through this. How could you bring yourself to harm her in a way that I can't fathom? But again, your problem's with me. Your focus is on me, Kargan. Please, leave her out of this. Is that the best you can do? Is that all you think will save your girlfriend? I'm not used to pleading for others' lives, as you can tell. So excuse me if I'm not pretty little douche like you are. You have a lot of nerve saying that. You have a lot of nerve being within a mile of my girlfriend after you attempt to peek at her like the pervert you are. As I said before, you are lucky if I didn't just slaughter you right there and then. Looking back, I really should have. It's quite alright, everyone makes mistakes. Your mother just happened to not correct one that she made. Yeah. Yeah. Joke's on you, Deuce. I never knew my mum, so I never had to beg someone for attention like you have. You mother? He lifts his arm that holds Sori's waist and jerks it up so he can now have Sori by the neck. He grips his tight and gently chokes Sori. Let's stand up, but he presses the barrel against her head again, where his tear-filled eyes close and squint. Looking his body like watch helpfully, was able to breathe but not much. He's putting her through copious amounts of stress just to get me to break. And let her go and fight me like a man. There's no honor in this. Honor? Do you think I give a care about honor? I cropped to look at Sori naked, and you're over here talking about honor? I thought maybe since you wanted to kill me, you'd actually put yourself to the challenge. You want me dead, right? You can shoot me right here and now. That might feel good. Yeah, you shouldn't put her. You shouldn't be allowed to say her name. But how good would it feel if you gave me a chance to fight back and still kill me? Ryan's face pursues as he looks off to the side for a second while loosening his grip on Sori's neck. Not a bad suggestion. Not bad at all. He takes a minute to fall silent and evidently think. I make eye contact with Sori and nod my head at her. Desperately trying to calm her down, she does not move her head, just lets it hang slowly. Nah, I think I'll be fine with how things are right now. You being dead will satisfy me no matter if you fight back or not. Well, time to die. Hagen points the gun at my head and smiles. Is this how I die? I thought I could do better than just spout some sarcastic junk at him, especially if he has my girlfriend hostage. I should be disappointed in me. After taking one final look into his eye, I close my own and bow my head. I'm sorry I failed you, Sori. You deserve so much better than this. Huh? What on earth? All of a sudden I hear her scream on pain. Oh, Sayori! Opening my eyes, I see Sori biting down on the arm that Kargan used to hold her. She managed to get a good grip too. Gavin is violently shaking his arm to get her off. This is my chance. With my right knee planted on the ground, I shift myself onto my left foot and use it to sprint forward. Kargan's eyes widen and sees the Grim Reaper charging towards him. I wrap my hands around his right wrist, which is holding the gun. Using my other hand, I reach between him and Sori and pull Sori away. Next, I grab on top of his head and pull some hair and push him back into the window. Get off of me! Both stand there for a moment, my left hand still focusing on the gun in his hand. My right's pressing against his head against the window. He starts swinging back, hitting me in the face a few times, but failing to loosen my iron grip. I'm not letting you get away, Kagan. I told you if you bring her into this, you will suffer. And I'm not a dog, I am a lion. And you entered my pen. He swings once more, makes contact with my right temple, temporarily stunning me, but my grip on him doesn't loosen. BT, yeah, we will do that. You and your girlfriend are going to pay for this. You can call me that, but you will not call her one. Pull his head down towards the gun he's gripping and slam it onto the window. The window breaks under the pressure and glass scatters everywhere. Grr! Echo! He screams my name as he points the gun at me. I pivot my hips and shove my knee into where his ribcage meets his right side. But a reflex, he starts coughing and drops the gun. My gun! He lifts his head up from outside the window and practically growls at me. I take the hand that's holding his head and slam it down against the shattered glass. He screams I can feel rays of glass shed into the... Ow! The scraping of glass against his scalp sends a very chilling and disturbing sound in my ears. I've heard worse, much worse. This is nothing to me. He his fight back, causing slam his head repeatedly into the window. Echo, watch out! At the corner of my eyes, I see a bloody hand with a sharp shard of glass singing towards my throat. We don't have a gun. We don't have a gun at the moment. I duck my head just in time as a sharp piece of glass makes contact with my arm. Ah! For goodness sake, Kagan! F you! He presses the gun deep into my arm and twists it, sending intense searing pain in my arm. I repeatedly start slamming his head against the window again until his hand lets go of the glass on my arm. He's breathing slow as his body goes limp. I release my grip on him and stand up, leaving him slumped to the window. You are a monster. I'm only protecting someone I care about. Anyone else would have done the same, Kagan. There's no response. His breathing has stopped. His lifeless body slides down the window and onto the floor. Breathing heavy, I look over sorry and she runs to my side. Echo, you alright? I'm fine, just a small flesh wound. It is but a scratch. But how's your neck? It's okay, just a little sore. I want you to call 999 and get the paramedics here. Show him with the glass in your arm first. No, that is not a good idea. If we remove it, it'll tear through more muscle on the way out and could cause even more bleeding. Gross, I'm sorry. It's fine. Maybe choose a phone and dials for help. Yay, we survived! We survived! When you have something to protect someone you love, you will stop at nothing to ensure their safety. You'll go to lengths that you thought you would never be able to go. And all you will want is just to see their smile again. I think so. An important woman told me that once, and I never understood it until now. Yeah, we did it! So was the kid all along? Correct, he was behind it all. He planned it all from the start since I stopped him from peeping on Story. Well, if that's confirmed he was behind the entire kidnapping incident, then I can fabricate a story regarding his death and we can move on. It should be reported by the media tomorrow morning. Thank you, Julia. Don't mention that you did very well this last week. That's a fact. Now, don't start getting too confident. It just made me think of a conversation I had with Ashley a while ago. I'm curious. Yeah, don't worry about it. We just talked behind your back like we usually did. Yeah. Oh, so good. And she and I did that with you too. Eh? You did not. One thing about you that we agreed on was that we could both rely on you whenever we needed you. I know I gave you a hard time, but you are someone I can come and rely on. Man, don't start getting sappy on me. It's kind of disturbing coming from you. We can go back to talking about what I found in your drawers when I was younger. Yeah, no. Alright then. I'm going to be going now. You get inside and get some rest. And for the love of God, please, can I go a few days without hearing that you've gotten into more trouble? Oh, about that. What is it now? Troy's pregnant. Are you serious? No. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Zaid. Oh my, look on your face. I officially hate you. Good night, Julia. Night. Julia walks to her car and I walk inside. I lie on my bed and close my eyes for a few seconds, the light overhead somewhat blinding me. It's over. It's all over. I jumped up my seat once he said that. Yeah, I was thinking, I really hope not. Thank goodness. I turned my head to look at a sleeping Troy that was cuddled up in my blanket. She looked so relaxed and comfortable, despite everything that happened That joy she emanates never fades. That's what I love about her. I guess I'd probably follow her lead. I am pretty exhausted as well. Heaving a quiet sigh as I get up, I walk over to my door and turn the light off. I lie down a sorry under the blanket and rest my head against my pillow. Almost as if it's instinct, Troy rolls over and wraps her arms around me. I sub to you. Hey, thank you very much. That's greatly appreciated. That really helps. Thank you. Smiling, I lean down gently and kiss her forehead. Aww, it's a good ending. Yay! 10th of the 2020. Hurry, it's getting cloudy already. Give me a second, man. We just got back from your therapy. Due to his depression, I convinced her to see a professional therapist so we can start steps of helping the depression. At first, she was worried about the cost, but thanks to everything I've saved up far from work, payment is not a problem. Troy trots out into the balcony. Look at the sky, it's so pretty out today. If you say so. It should rain soon too. Yep, we should get a good drizzling today. Sit on my chair and look out my balcony. Clouds are indeed rolling in as predicted by the media. Blue skies barely begin to form a grey aura that grey scales the land. He walks over to me, smiles and sits on my lap. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's so nice. Wow, that's such nice art. Also, I'm pretty sure that book we're reading, that's the book Yuri gave us. I'm pretty sure it's the portrait of Markov. I wrap an arm around her and hold her close. She giggles and leans back onto my chest, holding the book we are planning on reading together. Thank you for everything, my hero. I should be thanking you. You saved my life that night by attacking Kargan. Well, if I didn't do anything, you were going to die, and so was I. I did what naturally came to me and I fought my best to protect you, Echo. It's because I like you. Yeah, I think... Yeah, we probably shouldn't. You're still having a hard time saying it, aren't you? Don't say it that way, it's just something I never said to anyone but my parents before. Well, you probably has an easier time saying it than I do. But I love you too, sorry. At first we just sit here and enjoy us being close, but then she cracks open the book and urges me to read. We start to read until the clouds form more and more in the sky. Rose said she wanted to sit outside and watch the rain with me sometime. And to be honest, I don't know how much time I have left around here. But I have the opportunity and I plan to enjoy every moment of it. In life you'll always win some and lose some. Take experience from that and use it to better yourself. That's the game. Oh. That was so good. That was so good. We do have 2 other routes as well after this. Wow. That was so good. I'm glad you arrived in time. Yeah, fair play. This mod. This was nothing like some of the others I played. And it was what I was expecting. I knew it was different. And boy were they right. Thank you. That was amazing. Run App Mod of the Year, Best Unique and Innovative Mod, Best All-Round Mod of 2018. I'm not surprised. You deserved it. Inspired by the amazing visual of the Fruit of Grissom by Frontwing. Thank you for playing all from the Fruits team. Appreciate all the love and support you've given us. Wow, that was amazing. So chapter So that was Stories chapter. I've got another mod I'd love. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna load. We're gonna load through this. Actually, no, we did before. We can, if we load here, we're gonna, yeah, fine. We're gonna do Natsuki's route this time. I'll go with Natsuki. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this later, but I don't know more. I want to know more about her. But I feel like I'm gonna be dealing with her attitude quite a lot. Hey, you. Eh? Look up to Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't much time, so... Ah, sorry. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down to her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hands. So you want me to read it for you again? But Monica. Yeah, we will do Monica as well. We'll do all three of them eventually. Want to read me again? Don't think I was waiting for you or something. You just looked like you weren't doing anything. You're correct, I wasn't doing anything. Well, aren't you going to ask me something? I don't do well at people just assuming and demanding things from me. Ugh, fine. Would you like to read with me again? Sure. Stand up almost immediately after accepting. Don't get too excited. I just didn't want to sit around doing nothing. And the other girls are busy, so I guess I had to resort to you. Yeah, same. Aye. Natsuki stops up before she speaks again. I can tell my response was time of impacting. But what do I care? It's good every once in a while to give someone a taste of their own bitter tongue. Going back at wall again today? Where else would we go? A desk? Pfft, that isn't fun. Right. She grabs my sleeve and pulls me towards the same wall we sat at yesterday. And before we start, I noticed that Soy was acting weird earlier and it's not normal for her. And as soon as I started talking to her, she went back to her normal self. What is your point? Are you and her dating? Not that I care or anything. No, we aren't dating. I only reassured her safety, that's all. Her safety? That seems serious. Don't worry about it, Natsuki. She was just scared. What are you, some kind of cop or something? Natsuki chuckles and smiles at her fictional theory. I don't really have any type of response for her silliness, so I smile as a retort. You're too much of a dummy to be a cop, We're gonna read or what? I try to change the subject. It's not like I am a cop or something, it just makes me uncomfortable. Duh, what else are we gonna do? With that, Natsuki and I continue to read her manga together. I use this time to let myself relax, allowing her to resume leadership of our little operation. Every so often she would laugh and point to the panel explaining the comedy behind it. Seems like you really like Natsuki. Yeah, Natsuki's cool. She's a cool character. I would often humour her by flanking a fake chuckle that I have mastered over the years. Constantly formulating awkward situations have taught me that. Seeing Natsuki in her natural state is comforting slightly. Which makes me wonder why she acts differently when no one else is around. It looks like she's generally enjoying her time with me. I don't think that's a bad thing. What does this panel mean? I try to continue her on by engaging myself. Natsuki confidently begins to explain what is happening. Apparently one of the main characters is fumbling over some jockey guy named Francis. I can tell she's similarity between Natsuki and his character. For example, they both have the same hairstyle. I got that from this manga. Along with the assumption that she also picked baking up from this as well. To my surprise, Monica calls us to her desk. I was a little dismayed by it. Okay, everyone. Skip. Okay, we're just going to skip through text we've already seen before. Natsuki folds... Yep, no problem. Natsuki folds up her poem and Steve glances at me. I stand up. Natsuki looks at me and smiles. I think this is one of the few rare times she has done so. Which throws me off, but strangely comforts me and welcomes and comforts me. Yo, you ready to see what I got for you today, Echo? I guess so. Amy likes spiders. You know what I hear about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing was saving my favourite love song. Every time she sings, it causes my heart would pound to the rhythm of her words. But she likes spiders, so that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt people. It's gross. She's gross. The world would be better off without spider lovers. I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that's the best I could do. I didn't even know. From the confidence you have shown today, I can clearly tell otherwise. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler anagrams, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, everyone would agree that the subject of a poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you think people are like that? Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people find out and they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what you like? As long as you're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy, I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thank you for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I will. A small twinge of serenity released from a voice box. Might as well help out Natsuki. Natsuki looks happy with my decision, but I immediately changed back to her and call her a careless and brazen self. Well, I hope you enjoy working with her. Yeah. Before I exit, I approach Natsuki. Yo, Natsuki. It's about time you came over here. What? Well, since you're helping me this weekend, it would make sense if we made a plan. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't really call that weird, honestly. I wouldn't really call that weird. I think that's quite normal. I wouldn't exactly call that weird. It just shows how close you two are. I wouldn't really say that's weird at all. If anything, it's quite nice. It makes the atmosphere a lot livelier, not nicer. Although I did have these. As long as you're not the two people who sit at the back of the classroom making out, that wasn't fun. Don't tell Monica have a GF. Yeah, I wouldn't tell her that. No, as part of a course I was doing, I had to do an optional Friday thing. So I decided to do film club because it seemed like the least amount of work. So I did it. And there was this couple there. Oh, and they didn't stop the entire time. And it was very irritating because I was just trying to watch the film. Where are the two in the front? Okay, so not too bad. Cool. Good. Exactly. What would be your preferred method of communication? It would make sense if you exchanged phone numbers. Not that I'd want to or anything. Just, I don't want to be the only person doing work. Especially if you agreed to help me. And you didn't have to. I could do it all on my own anyways. You're probably right. I reached in my pocket, being sure to grab my personal phone rather than my work phone. I keep those two separate for good reason. I pull my phone number up and hold it up to her so she can take it down. So what now? I'm gonna be leaving. Both wear glasses. Ah, as do I. Hey, you're part of the glasses. We're all part of the glasses gang. Yeah. Glasses. Funny, I found out I needed glasses when I couldn't read on the whiteboard in front of me. That's when I figured I needed glasses. And glasses I got. Don't think you're forgetting something? Send me a text with our plans for the weekend. Wait, so you don't even know what we're doing? I have something I have to do tomorrow, so Sunday would be best. Oh, what are you doing tomorrow? I don't respond. Oh, come on, what is it? A secret or something? Let's just say I'm visiting an old friend of mine. Alright. I turn away and walk towards the door. Yep. So you're going to be helping out one of us the weekend, huh? Yep. Are you excited to help out Natsuki? Why'd you ask? I'm just curious. Don't worry about it. Do you happen to like her? You girls really seem to annoy me. I scruff my brow at her. I think you do. I grabbed Sway from the back of her collar. Where? I started to rub my knuckles against her scalp. Ow, 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 ow. You're always curious. Yeah, meanie. I release her, causing her to stick her tongue out at me. Listen, what I do is nothing of your concern. Whatever you say, Mr. Secretive. Heh. I kinda like that. Alrighty. You want to come hang out today? Since tomorrow you're helping one of the other girls? I actually have to prepare for something tomorrow. I won't actually be with any of the others until Sunday. Oh. What do you have to prepare for? Don't worry about it. They trots off popping the tongue out at me. Alright, good night. Goodbye, sorry. I walk away and walk home. Yeah, and then this is a meeting with Julia. Which we'll skip all this because we've seen all this. After a few more minutes, I open my eye and go inside. I walk into a room after grabbing some food and quickly chowing it down. Oh. I reach into one of my desk drawers and grab my normal phone. I sit down at the foot of my bed. I know several text messages in my notifications. Meanwhile, I haven't. Hey, don't think you can skip out and help me tomorrow. You won't hear the end of it. Test me when you get this. What on earth? If this is going to be the norm for her, I think I made a mistake. Grimacely, I replied to her message. I got it. She's probably asleep by now. My phone buzzes with a response. Finally! Were you ignoring me or something? No, as I told you before the club ended, I was busy all day. Cupcakes, yes. So when are you going to help me? Tomorrow? Alright, is noon okay with you? My dad wants me home after a few hours. That is fine. Okie dokie, I'll text you tomorrow. The emoji combo's not necessary, but I dismiss it. I flip the page of the book I'm reading, finding myself more and more amused with each paragraph. Every once in a while I glance at my watch on an update on an hour. Suki and I both agreed that noon would be a great time to meet up. Okie dokie, yeah. She and I texted a few times this morning to confirm the time. As I recall, I sensed someone at my door. Eh? Went door and found Natsuki dressed in playfully casual clothes waiting for me. Natsuki? Hi. You're early. Is that a problem? Yes. Oh. Natsuki, when you agreed to a time for someone, you meet it. Being early is almost as bad as being late. At least where I come from, that is. It's not like I wanted to be here or anything. Then why are you here? I came early because my dad threw away some of the baking supplies. I want to see if you happen to have the replacements. Can't say for sure if I do, but you're welcome to look. I showed Ashley my kitchen and allowed her to look through my cupboards and shelves. She looks with great eagerness, almost desperation. While she doesn't find anything she needs, she turns to me with a defeated face. Do you really not have any baking ingredients here? Natsuki, for goodness sake, do I look like a baker to you? No, but you don't even have flour or baking soda. What kind of kitchen doesn't have those super important ingredients? Mine. How are you going to make cupcakes for the festival then? Why don't we go and get the supplies you need? How? We buy them? I don't have any money. You girls. But I do? Do you honestly ever stop to think about these things, Natsuki? You know, I don't have any of those things in my kitchen. You don't? I do. See? The important baking supplies, as the great Natsuki says. Okay, let me go turn my light on real quick. It's getting dark, my tracking will break. And I have violently returned once again. Well, I ran out. Well, at least you had them at some point in time. That's a good thing. Okay. Like, for real, for the short time I've known you, jumped to conclusions very easy. Shut up. I just didn't expect you to pay for something that was my fault anyway. That is a fair assumption to make. Natsuki turns away defeated. Your fault? Hello, Spaniel. Hello, Dennis. Welcome back. How are you doing? I'm doing good myself. What do you mean by that? Just don't worry about it. It isn't like I wanted to tell you anything. Alright, fine. I'm doing pretty... Hey, that's good, that's good. That's always good. I'm almost fine. I'm not going to play her game. Let's go to a nearby store to get some more of your stuff. Wait, really? Yes. Hey, I'm not doing that to Natsuki. Natsuki's one of the best. Plus, you'd probably hit this bag twice as hard. Then placed the large bag she was carrying down on my table. Inside of it are several ingredients and pieces of equipment used for baking and pastry creation. I don't know. I don't know about that. Sayori and Natsuki are the best, in my opinion. Natsuki and I exit my house and begin to walk into a nearby school. Although I will say the Monica in this story does seem quite good. She strides around with a really gleeful expression. So what exactly is that you need? Well, I need some flour, baking soda, and some powdered sugar. She starts to list off ingredients that she doesn't have. And it makes me question why her father threw them away. And why did your father throw those away? But because... Don't worry about it, okay? It raises her voice. But Natsuki interrupts me. My dad just throws things out that he finds useless. Voice whimpers slightly. Mine's waiting for a second. Wait. This sounds... Oh, okay, her father's bad in this. Yeah, I am well aware of that fact. This sounds extremely familiar. Echo. I grip my fists. So your father throws away things he assumed useless, right? Yeah, why do you care? Why would he think things like flour and sugar are useless? I don't know. I'm not my dad. Why'd you care anyway? Because I think I can relate. Huh? Nothing, never mind. We're nearing the store, right? I'll quickly change the subject. Yeah, it's just around the corner. Good. Are you really sure it's okay for you to buy this stuff? Yes. We did promise Monica we'd do this, right? Yeah. But let's not let anything stand in the way of our goal. Right. As you and I continue our walk to the store, we eventually arrive at a small grocery store. As you and I walk and immediately head to the bakery section. Oh, little Natsuki. Hi, Mr. Baker Clarence. Natsuki happily greets an old gentleman who smiles when she sees her. Clarence, how are you today, little one? I am fantastic. Now that I am here, I stand back and observe. Where can I get my favourite little baker? You still have any of your special flour? I always have a little for you, Natsuki. He beams and giggles. Do you happen to also have some baking soda, sugar, and some... List out the ingredients that she said she didn't have. Quite a list you got there, Natsuki. But I wouldn't be a baker if I didn't have them. She chuckles. Natsuki is very oddly close to him, which made me question a few things. It makes some rather inappropriate scene pop into my head. Why do I get irritated at the thought of that? Anything from my favourite little baker? The old baker walks to the back of the store. I walk up to Natsuki. You know this old guy? Yeah, ever since I started baking, he's been super helpful. She smiles genuinely. It makes me smile as well. To see someone like Natsuki so happy and joyful is rare. Hello, still playing the dating sim? Yes, we are. And welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, we are. It's just... the stories are just so good. I can't help myself. And I'm not really playing anything else at the moment. Nice cupcakes. I'm exhausted, Howie. Ooh, that's not good. I'm good. It's been a good day. I've practiced some more driving, so I'm quite happy about that. And I did quite good. So no, that's quite good, and I'm quite enjoying my time playing this as well. So I hope you're able to relax and just chill out for a bit. Oh, that is nice. Right? Natsuki is overjoyed. The old baker returns after a minute with all the items Natsuki requested. Here you are, little miss. The boy with me will pay for all this. The old man looks at me and his face turns to a stern expression. What? So this is the boy you're hanging out with now? No. He's just some friend from school who has helped me for the festival. I can affirm that. Alright. He chuckles. That'll be 40.
How much? Excuse me, why is that so expensive?
Yeah, just have. Oh, that's nice. You moving. I know the moving takes a lot of work. Moving is a big thing, and organizing. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I'm not surprised you're exhausted. I think anyone would be. Just don't forget to take some breaks. You don't exhaust yourself too much, because that'd be a bad day. Stiffens up and looks at me quizzically. No problem here. I pull out a solid and metallic black card from my wallet, hand it to the old man, who accepts it and momentarily inspects it. His eyes widen. Thank you, young man. You're most welcome, sir. My friend here is currently lacking in supplies, so it's my pleasure to help. My parents will let me a wood. Yeah. Well, after you move out and you get your more, once you do move out, at least you'll get a bit more time to yourself. Hopefully things will chill out a bit then for you. But hopefully we can help you relax here and just do some. Hopefully you just be able to sit back and relax here for a bit, even if it isn't much of a help, even if it's little. I hope it's good. My words are not wording now. Anyway, so it's my pleasure to help. He looks at me, eyes no longer widening, and smiles. Well, I'm very glad to hear that. He swipes the card. Pin number, young man? 4217. May you tell him? That number will never leave my mind, ever. With a, yeah, that's bad. At the moment, he hands me a receipt. He looks at Natsuki and smiles again. You enjoy your bacon, okay? As always, Miss Baker Clarence. She takes the bag full of supplies and turns to me. Okay, let's make these cupcakes. Natsuki has a fire in her eyes, which makes me grin. Alright, by your leave. Natsuki and I are back at my house. She enters the kitchen and immediately starts to set things up. She still has a determination in her eyes. That is an extreme. What's that? I feel like I need to sneeze. That is an extreme turn on for me. I've been around people who are either depressed, unmotivated, or determined and willing to do whatever it takes. The latter is what I prefer due to my guardian. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluids, and plastic bars are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to mix all the batter at once, so we had to do it in several tries. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Yeah, that'd be a bad day. Eka, where do you put the food colouring? Baker's batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To colour the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different colour. That way, if the flavours that aren't different, everyone can still pick their favourite flavours. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Trying to learn Spanish without... them knowing, but they won't even give me time for that because they think I will just play games. Yikes. I don't envy you, but that is very strict. Spanish is a good language. I don't know much of it myself, but learning a second language is a very good skill, and opens up a lot of opportunities. Shame they can't see that. Third, oh wow, third, very nice. Oh yeah, because you're German, am I correct? In saying, wow, very impressive, very impressive. Are we doing correct? Yeah. Fair play, German, English, and then Spanish. Wow. Fair play. I would like to learn a second language. It's just not something I've really done much of. I used to speak 2 languages, but I lost one of them because I didn't use it for a very long time. Filipino and English. Not bad. And I will say both of you got very good English. Yeah, just learned Spanish because my boyfriend is Spanish. Oh, wow, very nice. That's a very nice thing to do, learning it because of them. That's very nice. Would you do anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? Why are you asking me? You're the baker here. You're my apprentice. Oh, am I? Yeah, of course. Then sure. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and puts a few drops of food coloring in each. Ah, that doesn't look bad. See? It's not like baking, it's just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if it looking at everyone's eyes light up. Ah, fair. You're free to like whoever you like, as I think. Better for everyone that way. If someone truly makes you happy, who are people to say otherwise? It's a million times more worth it in the end if you're looking at everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and strawberry monarch delighted expressions. Honestly, I don't even care to make Natsuki proud like this. I'm here just to help. Maybe I'll just use food coloring them. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yep, it's getting there. I'm using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? Why is it still all lumpy? Are you even trying? Does it look like I'm not person? Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. She grabs a whisk from me and uses the other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the junk out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing already improved. See? As if to empathize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the junk out of you next. That isn't possible. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tries with all her might. The fourth time she put me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got icing on my face. Whose fault is that? With a big glob of icing on her cheek. She tries to reach with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki said wipes it off her finger and shoves her finger towards my own face. I smirk. Because yeah, that would be. I would go take some medicine. Oh, I hope you're okay. We need to take. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that sucks. It's a shame your parents can't be accepting. Yeah, that's a shame. I wouldn't really know how. Yeah, it's a shame there's still people like that, really. Everything. Well, it might seem that way now, but eventually when you move out and get your own place, it gets better. I found things used to be quite bad, and I didn't really enjoy much, but then I moved to my grandparents, and things have been a lot better. A lot better. At the time, it seems like not much will change and nothing will, but it does. It just takes time. But, yeah. I'm actually sick. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better soon. Yeah. End of the day, I'm presuming you're slightly on the younger side. I'm 16, 20-ish. But if you got that, This thing, that's barely anything. You still got so much of your life ahead of you. And where you'll be able to do whatever you want. Well, mostly whatever you want. Within reason, obviously. With almost instinctive speed, I grab her wrist. As you try to use your other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. I don't know, didn't get a checkup yet. I'm 18, so yeah, between 16 and 18, not bad. Yeah, think about this, it's 18, you got a long road ahead of you. You got so much ahead of you. So it might seem daunting now, but give it a couple of years and it'll be so much better. Try to hand to fight back, but I grabbed that one as well. Stop. I'm much faster than you. I'm fine. You win. You tease me all the time. You never let me have any further fun. What do you mean? You consistently attack me with some pretty harsh words. You're talking about grammar. How old? I am 20. I'm not that old. What do you mean? You constantly attack me with some pretty harsh words. I've heard some of the times we're in club, Natsuki throws jabs at me quite a lot. This is just payback. Whatever, what are you planning on doing, mister? Okay, not enough old enough for my grandma. Yes, not. Hot as anything, feeling weak, literally had to crawl out my bed. Had a coughing a lot and sneezing up. That sounds like a severe cold, maybe the flu. That sounds like, so obviously you have some sort of fever, which you're feeling overly hot and weak. Yeah, it sounds like some sort of flu or something. Potentially even COVID, potentially. Because I know that has been, well, at least over here where I am, it's been going around again. What do you plan on doing, mister? You shouldn't tease me so much. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Take a finger, put it in my mouth, licking the icing off. Sweet as the icing mixed with the sensation of a finger, it's oddly intoxicating. What? Did you seriously just, you're so surprised you can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Your face entirely red. Echo? You really shouldn't kind of do that thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? I am very much aware. Lean my head closer and whisper. This is my way of telling you I'm in love with you, Natsuki. Your face reddens very quickly. Kaya! You broke her. Aurita stands back, snickering. Well, what's so funny? Dummy, what on earth? Oh, I'm not picky eater. All I would say though, if you are well, eat. Just make sure to keep eating. You need to eat and drink, and then you'll get better in no time. What on earth? I'm only joking with you, Natsuki. You are all so awful. Natsuki grunts and stomps on the floor. Sorry you made it so easy to mess with you for a minute there. You were very convincing. Am I? I thought I was being very open and fake. Natsuki looks disheartened all of a sudden. Wait, does she? Anyway, I am putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Maybe I should apologize to her. If I led her on, even I can agree that isn't okay. Streptocorin? I don't know if I wrote that correctly, but you should check it. Yeah, check it would be good. Natsuki? What do you want? About a minute ago, I probably shouldn't have led you on like that. What are you getting that I actually like you? It was just a hunch. Dummy, I couldn't like someone like you. Someone like me. Plus, my dad wouldn't allow it. Why is that? Like I'm going to tell you. Why do you care anyway? He growls. I was just curious, damn. The way she gets angry and asserts herself reminds me of someone. Which does stir up some sort of feeling inside. It reminds me of us. I bet it reminds our character of himself. Good, bad, I don't even know. Excuse me for feeling a little vague glimpse of remorse. No, Natsuki's stiffens and whimpers slightly. Look, I appreciate you feeling sorry. I shouldn't have been so rude. I just get defensive at times because of my stops herself. I don't probe for obvious reasons. How about you keep showing me your expert ways of baking? We should probably be ready to bake the cupcakes, right? Mind me over here. Maybe. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out the oven. As soon as she opens the oven door, a blast of sweet smelling air fills the room. Look at how cutesy they all look. She proudly shows off the different coloured cupcakes in each of the trays. Well, look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope we can get creative. Here, scoop some icing into these bags. Add me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. I was thinking of an idea, Natsuki. What is it? Since it's literally a themed event, why don't we write different words on each of the cupcakes and let the people decide on which cupcake to pick based on the words they like best? Ooh, I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea. So maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. You're not at school anymore. No one's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. They want me to pay. Count? Maybe you could tell me what people mean by count. That's not normal in other languages. Count? Is that what you mean, count? Or am I mixing another word up? Well, Sue's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Asugi picks up the pieces and fastens a nozzle. Those points after a word with nothing following. The lower part of the trunk. What do I think? Those points after a word following. After a word with nothing following. Oh, okay, yeah. I think it's meant to exaggerate. The way I interpret it is it exaggerates it. So instead of just being like okay, it's like okay. At least that's how I see it. So instead of being like okay, let me see if I can find it. What was it? I think that's what it means. I believe that's what I meant. Speed doors are also known as exit and are used to indicate a pause or break in conversation, signaling that thinking carefully about your next words suggests an emotion or feeling such as confusion, disbelief, or hesitation, represents an omen, an opposition of words in a quotation. Okay, so yeah, it means indicates a point of break in conversation, signals that you're thinking carefully about your words, suggests an emotion or feeling such as confusion, disbelief, or hesitation. Okay, the more you know. So in this case, it'd be showing her hesitation. Hey, I didn't actually know that. So yeah, it's good. Hey, the more you know. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Yeah, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we finally finish, Natsuki pulls them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are all together. Yep, I don't think they look bad. Ugh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really should save my appetite. When my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we'd have time for some manga, but I need to go home for dinner. Unfortunate. It's your fault for working so slowly. I think both of us stopped working for a little bit to joke around. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sori carry some each, then you probably do it in one trip. I can do it alone. Are you sure? Yes. And just like that, our time together has ended. Natsuki packs up her equipment after cleaning it in my sink. Like in a letter on paper is something used for something different, but it's used for separating two forks. It's something like that. Makes sense, yeah. To us, the English language is all over the place, if I'm being honest. Natsuki, aren't you taking this boat with you earlier? Oh, no. Why is that? Because if we're being real here, my dad might just throw the stuff away again. And then there'd be questions of how I got it. And if he finds out I was out with a boy today, he'd probably be mad. A sense of fear emanates from Natsuki. Is she afraid of her father? I feel a surge of anger well up inside. I understand, Natsuki. Could we do this again sometime? What, make cupcakes? Hang out together? Ah, well, I don't see why not. Natsuki looks at me intensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to spend more time with you. Echo, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Ugh, I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. It's fine. You get going now. Don't want to get in trouble with your father for staying out too late. Okay, thank you, Echo. She departs, leaving a weird chill in the air. I'm getting a little flashback from yeah, that is a flashback from Exit Music. Except our guy's a secret agent, so it'll be no problem at all. She's actually sort of nice right there. And during those words coming with that tone coming from Natsuki makes me feel odd. Man, don't tell me I'm going soft on her. I slapped myself on the side of the cheek. Ugh, there we go. Can't afford to have myself do this. It's the day of the festival. Do I need to understand that reference? No, not really. It won't add. It's with another doki mod. In that doki mod, her father was abusive and a bit stoked and very crazy and psychotic, and tried to burn down our Carter's house, and presumably do a lot worse things to us. Then Natsuki got we called the police. She got out of control. She felt like she couldn't control anything, so she did the one thing she could do and left. By left, I mean we found her hanging about. It was a bad day. I'll just leave it at that. I have a boyfriend. I don't need to play dating sims. I think even if I would still play them just because the stories are so good. It's time to get up and get to school. I follow my normal routine, taking a shower, brush my teeth, getting dressed. Yeah, everything is okay. We still that I'm not going to bother reading if I've seen it all before. I placed the cupcakes I brought onto a nearby desk for Natsuki. Ready for today? You bet, once we're done with the club activities, I'm going to have so much fun. She did a sorry. Yeah. What do you plan to do after the festival done? Why do you care? You literally just said you... You're so fun to tease sometimes, Echo. That a fact? Remember the last time you teased me like that? I lean forward and crack a smile. Are you saying you're a repeat of that? Maybe I am. It's not like I'm really against it either. So, you're gonna make me say it, aren't you? Yep. Ugh. I wouldn't mind if you tagged along with me today. Well, I don't mind. I've got nothing else to do around here, and it's my first festival. It is? Well, I'll make sure it's fun. Alright. Say, so I went out to attract people. We should be getting some soon. Oh, she did? Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Monica's worked really hard on this, and it would crush her heart if no one joined. I see. All we can do is, in this situation, is hope. Yep. So while we wait, do you want to read some manga? Sure. Natsuki reaches over to the closet and pulls some of her volume of Parfait Girls. I sit down next to her at the wall and begin reading. I've been following along with her, asking questions and remaining involved. I don't really care for this stuff, but Natsuki does. And I should probably appreciate the fact she's willing to open up to me about that. Not many people trust you in that much to reveal personal things about themselves. Earlier today, she texted me to expand on her previous statement about her friends not understanding her manga habit. While seeming childish, it is somewhat a lot of people only associate with weeaboos. It is unfamiliar. I was unfamiliar with the term, so I looked it up and, yep, that isn't asking. For a short bit, Monica enters the club room and tells us to get ready. Okay, everyone. Yep. Smile at her. Natsuki looks at everyone and seems nervous. Changes the seat and sit next to her. Hey. Hey. As soon as I sit down next to her, she doesn't look as tense anymore. Look at all these people so I got. It's amazing. Yeah, but we really can't assume all of them will join. You don't think they will join? Just saying that we can't expect all of them to join? Guess you're right. As soon as I look around at new people as Monica greets them. Well, I'm going to help everyone wrap its feathers to almost done our part of the festival. Alright. So part of the festival come to a conclusion. Walker Janaski, now that we're done, you said you wanted to go to the festival with you? Can you not say it like that? You're gonna make it sound like it's like it's a date or something. Which it's not. If you say so. Then let's go, dummy. Nat and I walked around one of the corridors of the school. Been decorated with banners, booths and balloons. We don't stop any specific one for long unless we just looks at a few things here and there and we continue. This fried squid is really good. She brandishes this little disposable bowl that's filled to the brim with fried squid. You actually eat that? What, you don't like it? I haven't had it before. I don't really have a preference taste in food either. You should try it. Alright. Hey! Don't grab any of mine. Scoffing at my attempt to grab one of the pieces of fried squid in the bowl, she slaps my hand away. Alright. You know, I was actually having fun with you. I expect you to be a real buzzkill. I wouldn't blame you if you did. I'm not the most pleasant person to be around. You're not that bad. There are a few worse people I can be around. As she says that, she scoots a little close to my arm. While we continue into the evening, I hear something that catches my attention almost immediately. Hey, is that Natsuki girl? Yeah, it is. Ugh, of course she is here. Since she's on her knees constantly, you'd think she wouldn't have the money. Did you find her looking under the vending machine for quarters again? Yep. What a freak. She's probably pitying that guy for money. What a shame. What? Natsuki was looking under the vending machine for quarters? Pitying me for money? Wait a second. I originally had suspicion about her small physique, but I didn't expect them to be correct. But nonetheless, Natsuki's not a freak. There are freaks out there, freaks like me. And my father. Damn you, old man. This was all because of you. I hate you. Previously, I'm allowing myself to get worked up in an inconvenienced place. I immediately perform a non-breathing exercise and calm down. Now, considering Natsuki's well-being, I face her and look her in the eyes. Natsuki, would you mind I talk to you privately for a few minutes? Why? It is important. Sure, just don't make it weird. Take Natsuki a distance away from the festival so no one uses. Alright, so I need to ask you something. Well, speak up already. I don't have all day. Just a minute ago, I heard some girls talking about... Well, what was it? They said you were looking at the vending machine for quarters. Ugh. She looks away with immediate hurt in her eyes. Then it's true. If I came out immediately like this asking her to explain, it would most likely make it harder on her. And if things are as bad as I worry, I shouldn't pressure her. It's true. I was looking for quarters under the vending machines. I won't ask you why. But if you're willing to tell me, I'll be more than happy to listen. It's almost like a thing. You know, it's funny she said the exact same things. But my dad doesn't feed me much. And he doesn't give me lunch money either. So I have found that I can get money for food from quarters under vending machines. It's degrading, but... Tears flow down from her face, her voice whimpers and breaks. But she sobs and tries to drop to her knees. I catch her before she can. I pull her up and embrace her tightly. Natsuki sobs him into my shoulder. I didn't want to do this. I didn't ever want to burden anyone else with my stupid problems. Take a moment to relate with Natsuki. Why? Why does someone as innocent as her have to deal with that? Her father doesn't feed her? How could... I stopped my thought process for a moment. It's relatable, isn't it? Huh? Oh, I was thinking out loud. My father did this thing with me. He never fed you often? I tightened my embrace on her. He never fed me, period. Yes, really good. It's really good for me. I was always responsible for my own nourishment. But why? Let's not discuss that. That is my past. And this is your present. That is more important. My eyes closed and Natsuki's sobs hit me in a very core. Why do you care about me? I'm not important. Shut your mouth. You are important. Hearing those words, Natsuki's sobs grows an intensity in her hands, tightening the grip of my uniform. I can tell she has never heard those words before. Natsuki is a girl who finds solace in baking and manga. And not even her friends understand why she does those things. In fact, some of them spite her for it. Yeah, I don't think it's the right time for that, my dude. To spite someone for something they can relieve the stress of reality with is a sin. A sin that deserves punishment. Natsuki? She doesn't respond, she just continues to cry on my shoulder. I want you to have this. But what is it? I reach in my pocket and pull out my wallet. Inside of a safe are several bills of money. They don't... Why? I don't deserve it. Like, man, I'm not gonna let you watch you starve. This is for you to feed yourself. What if he finds it? You'll ask me where I got it from and take it from me. Are you able to hide it somewhere? No. My father searches me at times and he is very thorough. Yeah, definitely. Man. Then I'll make you a deal. I can hold on to the money when you go home. But first thing in the morning, as soon as you get to school, you find me. I'll buy you lunch and the necessary snacks. Why are you doing this for me? Guess I should say it. Because I care about you. Frankly, if it was anyone else, I wouldn't give a care in the world. But with you, it's different. Natsuki doesn't respond. More tears begin to descend across her face. Even the sight itself hurts me in her place. Dummy, don't say things like that. You're teasing me again. This time I am not. There are times where, yeah, I find it amusing and tormenting of others, but this is definitely not one of those times. But thank you. Those words, Natsuki remains quiet and tightly hugs me again. So this is how it feels. to have a relation with someone, to have a feeling of guardianship, to have anger for the mistreatment of someone else. Ashley, if you were here, would you be proud of me? Yeah. Sports field day. Okay, so we've seen this before. Of course we're going to win. Echo can't lose to anyone. You're awfully excited for him, aren't you, Natsuki? Well, of course I... What is that supposed to mean? You two are spending a lot of time together since the festival. Don't get any ideas. It's not like I like him or anything. He's just a fun person to be around. I think Natsuki has a crush. Sorry, I swear I will throw another cookie in your face. I think it's rather heartwarming to observe, to be completely honest. Especially how you drag him around the corner of the room to read your manga with you. Yeah, our character's playing football. He doesn't have to read it if he doesn't want to. It's just more fun with him, okay? If you have feelings for him, you should tell him. I don't. Ugh. Okay, fine. But it's not like I could tell Echo anyway. My dad would kill me if he found out. Natsuki, can I talk to you for a moment? Sure. Never in private. Echo doesn't know about your father. No. How is that, by the way? We shouldn't talk about it. Well, all of us are here for you and asking. Even Echo. Echo, that was awesome. It's got that girl Natsuki in it. You mean the weird one with pink hair and pink tails? Yep, she's always one with the shouty attitude. And from what I hear, she's crazy about manga. I'm joining in, I'm scoring those scores easily. Good, good. Even so, Natsuki is a weird bet. Always thinking she was better than everyone. Then turning around and reading some weird Japanese adult books? Like a freak. That's enough. Summer hand down is causing it to shake, yeah. Door the version open and Natsuki walks in. Natsuki? Duh, who do you expect? Yeah, it does there, it looks very familiar. What are you doing here? To congratulate you on the win today. Oh well, thank you. You don't need to thank me. It isn't like I wanted to come here or anything. I just didn't want you to complain on Monday if I'd never came to watch. She jokingly hissed my arm. You're damn right, I would have complained. Natsuki and I have a little bit where we like to tease each other. When I first met her, I despised being around her, but after warming up with her, it's been enjoyable. Anyway, thank you for coming out to watch us. You're thanking me? I believe I did. Don't thank me for that. Dummy. Too bad. So sad I already did. Anyway, you look busy, so I'll text you when you're done. Will do? Good. Did I spend a lot of time together since the festival? I'd hate to say it, but I'm going to enjoy my time with her. There's still some things I don't understand about her yet, though. Randomly, she will have these bruises on her arm, and she fails to conceal them at times, and it makes me worry about her father. He said she doesn't feed her, and he doesn't give her money to feed her either. Since the day she told me about this, I haven't questioned her. I think I'll ask once more. As I reach my neighborhood, my phone notifies me of a text message. Hey, listen, Monica's having a sleepover tonight and we're going to be there. You want to come by? As I reply, I reach my front door. I turn around and lean onto it. Why not? Looking at she use emojicons, I reply to her as logically as I can. Because when a bunch of girls are sleepovers, it isn't customary to have a boy there. Come on, what are you, scared? What? Scared of what? You tell me. This girl, my... No. Please. I really need to come tonight, just for a bit. Well, this is an odd surprise. Why? I would feel better if you did. Is something wrong? Now, we don't jump to conclusions. Alright. Fine, I'll stop by later. Send me the address. Promptly sends me Monica's address. When are you coming? Whenever I leave. I will show up, so don't worry. I'm not worrying, but don't make me wait too long. Man, she is impatient. I informed Natsuki I'll stop by later tonight and I have something planned for the next few hours. Give me her normal crabby attitude and a soft, sweet ta-da. Lying down on my bed, I read the rest of my newspaper. I feel my eyeballs begin to feel heavy. I set an alarm on my phone and close my eyes. A quick nap. Interesting of all the people, all of them are having a sleepover. I'm not gonna lie, it did pique my interest. Of course, I didn't intend to do anything stupid. But some more personal time with Natsuki, that I can look forward to. While I'm bathed, I get up from my bed and get dressed. A nap was super needed, to be honest. After the entire day, I was drained. But it isn't over just yet. I might as well take a shower and get some to eat before I head out. Doesn't feel, no, it doesn't. Natsuki shyly walks towards me. Thanks for coming. No idea why you thank me. You basically nagged me to do it. Oh, come on, I wasn't that bad. Anyway, what are you doing? Well, nothing at the moment. So I wanted to watch a movie, but I kind of want to make cupcakes. Monica said it's okay, and she had stuff to do it. Huh. Oh, I got it. Why did you help me? Make cupcakes? Sure, I don't see why I wouldn't. She smiles and walks towards the kitchen. And she wasn't kidding. Monica has a wide assortment of different appliances that will make this a breeze. So where should we start? With the batter, of course. Once we make the batter, we can begin to make the frosting and little decorations. Monica's familiar. Yeah, it is very familiar. You plan to make those look decorated? Sure, why not? I don't think that's very vital here. You're not presenting them to anyone, just making cupcakes for us. I didn't say I was making them for you. These are for the girls. No boys allowed. Oh, you're gonna pull that card, eh? Well, I know, but to fight back. Don't you dare. Let me have one of those cupcakes. Only if you work really hard. Fine. Easily prepare the batter. I assisted with creating a secondary batter as instructed. Now, how many cupcakes are we making? There's 5 of us and we're making 2 batches of cupcakes? That's way too many. I take all the advice you gave me from our several baking sessions. Almost been a habit to drop in once in a while to make cupcakes in my kitchen. I never really bother to stop it since her company is nice. I also began to pick up on baking skills too. Oh, you actually made the batter pretty good this time. I followed directions to a T. Awesome. Let's get started on the frosting. Actually, I already did that. Wait, what? Here, look. Yeah, 46 billion cupcakes. I think that should do. We drew the countertop and we drew a bowl with conjugation that makes a whipped frosting. The finger and taste it. This is amazing. You're awesome. Breathes with joy. She runs over and hugs me. Yeah, I said give me a warning. As we tired, I wrap my arms around her and begin a bear hug. Hey, not too tight. Yeah. Ow. This time maybe squeeze the shit out of it. Go. That's payback for attacking me. That was a little too tight. Teddy rubs her arms. Yep, sorry about that. It's okay. Let's pop the cupcakes into the oven now. Actually, can you do that? I'm going to pop to the bathroom. Alright. Make sure the batter and frosting are on par with Natsuki's specifications. I place 2 trays of the batter into the preheated oven. Natsuki hasn't come back yet. I've been leaning on the counter waiting for them to return. All of a sudden I realize Monica is nowhere to be seen. Momentarily she emerges from the bathroom. Both first eyes meeting and motion over to her. Yeah, Echo? You were in the bathroom now? Is everything okay? Yeah, everything is perfectly fine. What'd you guys do today? I have been doing gardening and driving lessons myself today. Other than that, not much else. That took up most of my day. So other than that, it's been quite chill. How about yourself? But obviously streaming. I also did that today as well, as you can see. Monica, you're lying. Every time you lie, you look down to the left for a second and your left hand twitches. Tell me what's going on. This is something I think you should find out on your own. I'm not trying to blatantly conceal things from you. It's better off this way. I understand. I knew you would. Just please be more observant. I get it now. Will do. Without saying another word, she walks away. She leaves the bathroom as she does. Why that took so long? It's fine. I've learned not to complain when a woman takes her time. It's not like I wanted to come back to you quickly or anything. Oh, Shep, I know you're just dying to return to me. Gardening, my biggest enemy. I can't fix a plane, I can't take care, but I can fix a plane, but I can't take care of plants. Plants can be very temperamental. I'm currently dealing with an invasion of butterflies, or more accurately, caterpillars, and there are hundreds of them, and it is a problem. And they just don't stop coming. I get rid of them, and they keep coming back, and it's a nightmare, and it's doing my head in. But I will win. They won't eat my veg. My veg is my veg alone. Oh, shut up! I know you're dying to return to me. Hey, you wish. Chuckling and motionless, you can put the cupcake in the oven. Great job. They should be done in a minute. Ding. The oven alerts us the timer has ended. Oops, sorry. She puts on some oven mitts, leans down and opens the oven door. While she does this, one of her sleeves roll up slightly. Her skin is discolored around the forearm in a purplish hue. A bruise. She places a tray of the cupcakes onto the oven to cool. I look her in the eyes. Suki. Yeah. Hey, want to do gardening for my parents? I don't have to. I think traveling might be a problem. It's a bit of a long way to travel. Might have taken you up on the offer if I didn't need a plane to get there. I very much do like my gardening. But no, there's a long way to go, that is. Yeah. I consider flying you out. Also, I don't actually own a passport. I've never left the country before. I haven't worked. I'm dealing with a lot of ants. I can't find them everywhere, even in the bathroom. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Yeah. That sounds a lot worse than caterpillars. Yeah. Are you okay? Of course, dummy. Why'd you ask? Point up to her sleeves. See, quickly rolls her sleeve back down. Don't worry about that. It isn't important. Natsuki, please don't hide this. For a moment of silence, her eyes meet mine with a scared projection. Without hesitation, Natsuki grabs my arm and guides me through the living room to the hallway and towards the bathroom. Red ants? Hopefully not. Those are especially unfriendly. Listen, don't tell anyone about this, okay? You have my word. Just tell me what's going on. Turn away for a sec. Okay. Following with Kata turned around and faced the door. I don't find my bedroom because it's cold as the Antarctica. Yeah, do it. Okay, you can look now. My face and Natsuki's long sleeve shirt is on the floor, within several extensive, serious bruising littering her arms. Oh my. This was much worse than I originally anticipated. Natsuki. It's from my father. Your father did this to you? But Aizen doesn't reply. How? How could a man do this to her own father? Can't even find the words to comfort her. Why would your father do this to you? When he doesn't like something I do or say, he hits me. Tears develop into eyes and drip down rose-colored cheeks. Even when he does feed me, if I don't eat every piece of the food he gives me, I get beat and he throws it all away. He takes what money I do have for food, and I grab her and embrace her tightly, making sure not to hurt her. Natsuki, that's why I wanted you to come over so badly earlier. You two begin to dampen the air of my shirt as she buries her face in. Oh, very good. I actually remember that myself. That could be very handy. And if I'm around you, I feel happy and safe. You treat me like I'm a normal person. I'm not hurt or beaten or made fun of. This girl. She doesn't deserve the junk she gets. I've been down that road. Granted, I was able to get out of it, but with severe consequences. I am who I am because of them. I'm capable of anything and everyone I set my eyes on. I've learned to become something beyond the average man. I'm an outsider, a demon, a freak to the norm. Natsuki feels the same way, and now I fully understand that. Please, just stay with me a bit longer. Of course. I guess I caught on to how your father is from all the time I've known you. He wasn't always a bad man. When Mum died, he changed. He became so disturbing. And this every time they go in my room, year of peace follows. Nice. She gently pounds my chest. I don't respond. I can't look myself in the mirror anymore without seeing him on top of me. Wait. Don't tell me he... What is Natsuki from the race? She nods.
Oh my... Wait, that's even worse than exit music. That's worse than exit music. That is so messed up. Did you make the girl cry? No, she's telling us about her past and it's kind of upsetting her. I can't, oh sorry microphone, I can't believe it. What type of twisted man does that to his own daughter? Balling my fist, I try as hard to keep my voice down. I need to make it all better. Better, Natsuki. I'm going to be here to help make things better. No, don't finish that. Please understand I want to help you. I'm going to help you whether you like it or not. That is something I can promise you. If just being here with you helps, then expect me to do more of that more often. Okay. Grab one of her hands and hold it in mine. I look her in the tear-filled pink eyes. Kneel on the ground and look up at her. Just for a moment, I see a hint of nostalgia. Okay, I'm not really paying attention to this, sorry. Our conversation's a lot more interesting. Fair enough. Hey, Ashley, this is exactly like when you first found me. You knelt down and looked straight up into my eyes. You assured me that you would help, even if I liked it or not. It's funny how life happens to end up here. What are you smirking about? I keep realizing that at one point in my past, I was exactly where you are now. And someone emerged from nowhere to help me. Kind of like how I came out of nowhere to help you. I never expected anyone to come out and help me. But what can you do about my dad? There's not much I can do directly about him. Besides, I only care about you, not him at all. And quite frankly, after what I've heard tonight, I wish I could do him as much pain as he has done to you. But in reality, that is something I can't really do. So we'll have to make do with what we have. And a bit, I am not much, I'm something. You're more than you think, Echo. You've been a big help to me. And it's not like I asked you to care about me. So then back up, I wrap my arms around Natsuki. Don't tell anyone about this. Of course I won't. My dad is something I don't tell anyone about. I was referring to me giving you a hug. I don't think the others would believe it anyway. He giggles sadly. That's fine by me. We should head back to the living room. Yeah, I kinda want to see the movie they put on. Would you like me to join you? I don't want someone like you watching a movie with me. He giggles again. What, are you scared it would be kind of like a date? Yeah, it's a lot of the same ones. You aren't that brave. Whatever you say. So I return to the living room shortly after releasing each other from a hug. When you return from the living room, we finish decorating the icing, the cupcakes, and then distribute them to the others. You guys sit on one of the couches, and she takes a big plank and covers us up with it. It isn't long before she falls asleep on the couch. Monica flashes me a few complimentary glares, which I acknowledge. She smiles gently and returns to attention to the TV. Realizing how late it's getting, I half consider spending the night and making sure Natsuki's okay. But I won't give the trouble. Before standing up, I make sure Natsuki's fixed in a position to make her comfortable. Yuri and Sori are falling asleep as well. Only Monica and I are awake. How did it go? She told me about her father, I assume you know? I'm going to be heading home right now. She wakes up, please let her know I was with her until the end of the movie. Of course. This is game front. As I walk home, I replay the entire night several times in my head. I think it's important that I act accordingly. I can't be rushing gun-ho in the name of justice. Some things just need to be dealt with the hard way through mythological creation. That, and I am the best at that. Hop onto my bed and stare at the ceiling. My mind is completely empty, no thought, no emotion, no activity, just relaxation and peace. The 10th for the 4th for the 10th Echo's house. Waking up in the morning was difficult as ever. Last night kept me awake, yep. Suki hasn't tested me yet, but Monica has. She explained to me that she was still asleep and to be expected for a while longer. She also asked me if everything was okay after the reveal last night. I assured her that it was, but now I have something else I must do. I have to go meet Julia in a few hours, so I might as well get what I plan to do out of the way. Reaching my bound, put up my commissioned laptop and computer. What games follows when you're done with this one? Probably another Doki. Okay, Doki is going to be a consistent thing on my channel. Although I am meaning to play other games. I do have a little bit of Undertale I need to finish. No more dating sims. I do plan on doing some Outer Hours, maybe. We'll see. I also, I need to finish. I want to finish off Undertale. I don't know how much longer I have left on it. That and possibly Alien Isolation VR. I was playing the hardest difficulty through the game at one point in time, but I think I'm gonna pair away from that because it is obnoxiously hard. VR, yes. Virtual reality. VR, Alien Isolation and virtual reality. VR. Because that is going to be it's absolutely horrifying, which is going to be amazing. Well, that's the idea. That, or I might, other than that, I don't know what other games I can really play, really. Thinking about it, I don't really have much in other games. We also will be sometime this weekend. We will either Saturday or Sunday we'll be streaming like Sea of Thieves with my mate. He wants to do a Sea of Thieves stream, so we'll be doing that either Saturday or Sunday. One of them. Most likely, I can't say most likely. It depends purely on whenever he decides. Any games on your wish list? Well, wish list wise, I have quite a few on my wish list. Ones I have planned to play, not many. One of the games I really do want to play, which, give me the list. Options. Pirate Life for me. Yeah, Pirate Life for me is a good one. Although I will admit, it's kind of lost a lot of its wonder factor for me. Because I played it so much. Yeah, I got Road 96, that's a cool game. The Walking Dead, Life is Strange Double Exposure, which is on my top of my list to play. I can't wait to play that. I'm just waiting until I get some money. Escape Simulator, Slime Rancher 2, Tiny Glacier. I get rid of these, I already got these. Don't need that. Total Mana, Dark Souls. Main ones is Road 64, The Walking Dead Definitive Series. Could I get that? I could do one better. One sec. I can do one better. There you go. Maybe too many requests. Please try again. I clicked it once. How is it too many requests? Too many requests made recently. Please wait and try again later. Okay. I don't know if it's working for you, but it doesn't seem to want to work for me. You got that.
Got that. Working from Misabi? What if it's this? I don't remember what this is. What is this game? I never add that to my wish list. Yeah. Weird. Let me get rid of that. That's gonna bug me otherwise. I never added that. I don't know what that's doing in there. Yes, yeah. Okay. Okay. You're censored. Okay, we continue. A lot of things. I have that much too. I actually have it. I don't know why it's still on my wish list. I've got the game, but for some reason it's still on my wish list. Because I've actually done streams on it with my mate. Why it hasn't disappeared off my wish list, I don't know. It's really weird. And I will say, very good game. Very good game. Open it up, I go to a website I use often and input an unknown username and password. Here is what something I type away in a specific section of the website. I shouldn't be doing this, but I don't really care. I finally reached a part of the website I intend to go. Ask me for a name and I input Natsuki. Now to wait for results. And most likely an angry call from Julia. I shrug to myself in a morbid humor and wait for what I have searched to pull up. Here we are. Oh man, if you haven't played it before, I would have asked you to play it with me on stream. I'd still be up for that, you know? A bit of fan interaction, that'd be cool. No, I'd still be up for that. I wouldn't mind playing off of it? No. What's the right word? Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing it with you. Having someone else to play with always makes the game so much more enjoyable. Something doesn't seem right here. I mean, the records look clean. Too clean. Lower my eyebrows and refresh the search. I'm off to get some good rest. Good luck. Please tell me nothing bad happens. Bye. Yeah, I'll let you know what happens next time you stream. Anyway, thank you for watching. Get some rest. From the sounds of it, you need it. The same results. Exactly, someone is speaking out of my head here. Yes, I do like solo games, don't get me wrong. I do like this right now, I enjoy. But then it's also something about a multiplayer game that I enjoy, which is really enjoyable as well. It's something that you don't get from something like this. I feel a cold chill run down my spine in anticipation of finding out something I was never meant to know. I've seen records like this before, but those were different circumstances. Thinking of a second idea, I pull up another website and log in. It once again asks me for the name and I input Natsuki's. Going to the parental information, I noticed that only Natsuki's father is listed. Copying his name, I revert to my previous website and perform a search. So we play in or off stream then. That would be entirely up to you, really. We could probably I think we play off first. I think that'd be better because just to make things more comfortable to begin with. But I don't know, it's up. But we can play off, I think, would be better. Copying his name, I revert to my previous website and perform a search. What? The illuminated screen before me displays no results found. This isn't right. Take out commission phone and dial Julia's number. Hello? Julia, it's me. What do you need? I'm kind of busy right now. Put the bottle of makeup down, this is important. You're such a pain at times. I resent that. What do you want? I need you to run a search for me. Is it about the surgery you just did? Correct. What importance do these events even have? Normally I wouldn't bother you about this, especially since it involves that girl you've been hanging around with. You're missing the point. I need you to run the following name. Your size and a defeated acceptance. What is it? Matsumoto Kenji. Why am I pulling up his private records? I checked his public records and there is nothing. What? What do you mean there's nothing?
And instead, there is no record of Imagine ever existing. You're lying? Search yourself, you blonde bimbo. Excuse me, I am not blonde anymore. My sweet Julia, you missed so many points that you should carry the rank of 6 digits. Do you want me to run a search or not? My apologies, beautiful. Your sighs and disappointment. I'll have the record for you soon. Standard delivery? Thank you, Julia. She hangs up. Take a moment to comprehend the events that just happened. I sit in silence. There's more to this than I originally anticipated. With a concerned look on my face, I close the laptop and return it to my bag. Turning on the shower, I step in and rest my head against the wall. It's been a few hours since I searched up Natsuki and her father's public records, and it still bugs me. Normally I wouldn't care about what I find in public records. However, Natsuki is different. It's like someone has altered her records to make it as minimal as possible. Coupled with the fact I couldn't find a trace of information about her father, concern washes over me within the water, and I doubt Natsuki has any knowledge of this either. Well, she texted me that she was going to hang out today. I accept her self-invitation to my home and I'm getting ready. Since Julia's doing the search for me, I don't expect any training today. Thank goodness. I finish my shower and get ready for Natsuki's arrival. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to call it there. That's nice music. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it here for today. Because it's getting late. If you want to contact me, I'll be good to speak. If you're in my, are you in the Discord? If you're in my Discord or not, it's fine. If you join, then send a message. I can get in contact through that. Just makes things easier than trying to putting your name into the public chat, because that can be problematic. As I know, there's been a few people who's been contacting people in my Discord for stuff. There's so many people on Steam called Salamander. I can't find you. Cause I suspect. Yeah, yeah. A sec. Why can't I open my profile? There you go. It is being very slow. I know there's a better way to do it, but what is that better way? I don't remember. Friends. Or plays other friend pending blog recently played broadcast member. Yeah, it's not really any good way of doing this. Oh, I know one way. There. If you do that, it should just take you directly to my profile. Anyway. I'll wait there, and I think, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider following and subscribing if you haven't done so already. What else was I going to say? Yeah, if you have done so, thank you very much. Here's my friend code. Nice. I'll get on that as after stream ends. I'll go get that. I'll add you. I don't know how long it's going to take me, because this is very new to me. I haven't added someone for a while. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have done, if you do enjoy, thank you. Hope. I've lost track of what I'm saying now anyway. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Also, I just sent a thing to own Steam for you. Okay, bye-bye.